Welcome to the Minnesota Homebuyer Success Academy. My name is Matt and I am the broker owner of iMetro Property Real Estate. We have been serving clients in the Twin Cities since 2003. The Minnesota Homebuyer Success Academy is designed to empower you to make the best decisions when purchasing your dream home. This comprehensive video features expert insight and equips you with the knowledge and tools to navigate the entire process with confidence. You will learn how to avoid common pitfalls, negotiate like a pro, and secure your dream home at the best price. It will help you feel empowered every step of the way. Are you ready to learn the secrets to finding great value in any market? Let's dive in and discover how you can turn your home buying dreams into reality. Who is this for? You're a home buyer who's looking to buy your dream home for the best market value but feeling overwhelmed and intimidated. You're a home buyer with bad credit or little to no cash for a down payment. You want to build equity and your personal net worth. Buy for less than the market value that meets your budget. You want to buy a great home in your preferred neighborhood or area, close to downtown, schools, restaurants, and shopping. You are actively searching online but need advice from an experienced agent, also access to exclusive listings not found online. You have fear of overpaying or working with an inexperienced agent that's not going to help you make informed decisions and looking for a quick commission. You've searched online but unable to find a home that fits within your criteria and budget. Or when you do, it is sold. You want to avoid working with an agent that you can't trust, is not responsive, and lacks clear communication. You always want full disclosure about the buying process and what you are signing. You want to be informed about changes in the real estate market and want to know what you need to think about when getting a mortgage. Lastly, you want to be advised of realistic expectations when buying your new home. Why did we start the Minnesota Homebuyer Success Academy? There is a lot on information online about buying a home, making it easy to feel confused. The truth is that in life, if you do what everyone else is doing, you are going to get the same results as them. In the real estate market, many people miss out on the best deals because they are not prepared and/or don't understand the process. You need to do it differently if you want to get your dream home at a great value. You can absolutely find a great value that fits your budget and criteria in any market. This is also considering you may not know all the details about the current real estate market and secrets to source the best deals. To get the best deals, you need to understand the real estate process in a way other home buyers do not. This way, you will always have the upper hand and advantage to find the best deals. This process may seem hard, but we are dedicated to educating and empowering home buyers, making it a positive experience. Since we are the only people operating the Homebuyer Success Academy in the market, no one else is suited to help new home buyers like we are. We are on a mission to change as many lives as possible through our work. The golden question: how do you actually go about finding the best deals in the market? There is a step-by-step process which we will reveal next. Let's start with step number one. Step number one: decide whether you are ready to buy a home. Many people start the process without any guidance. They do not really know what to do and how to do it. This leads to frustration, anxiety, and confusion about the biggest purchase of your life. The best way to start is to consider the factors that dictate whether or not you are ready. If you do this correctly and know that these factors make sense, you will have far less stress making informed buying decisions and overall be much more satisfied with the home buying process. Here are some factors you should consider to ensure you are ready to be a home buyer. Income and employment status. A lender will want to see your work history, usually 2 years, to ensure you are stable and have reliable income. If you're on payroll, you'll need to provide pay stubs and tax returns. Other documents if you are self-employed. Liquid assets. Buying a home with little money down is possible, but most homeowners need to have some cash for down payment. The amount of money you'll need for down payment depends on your loan type and how much you borrow. Other factors. Credit score. Credit score dictates what loans and interest rates you qualify for. Your credit score tells your lender how risky it is to lend money to you. This shows how consistently you pay off your bills and debts. Taking steps to improve your credit score and reduce your debt can pay off big as you prepare to get a mortgage. Better numbers mean better loan options with lower interest rates. Timing depends on personal factors such as financial readiness and lifestyle preferences, and market conditions such as economic health and current mortgage rates. You will want to consult with an expert before making a big financial decision to purchase a home. This is where an experienced agent comes into the process. Step number 1, frequently asked questions. Question 1, what score will you need to qualify for a home loan? Most lenders require a credit score of at least 600 to qualify for the majority of home loans. A score above 720 will generally get you the very best loan terms. However, this can vary. The higher the score, the better. Question 2, what is your credit score based on? Your payment history, the amount of money you owe, the length of your credit history, your pursuit of new credit. Step number 2, see what you can actually get. In business and life in general, time is money. Most people waste a lot of precious time finding homes and searching for real estate they do not qualify for. If you do not know what you can afford, you will likely cause yourself a lot of stress and frustration from all the wasted time and unmet expectations. Furthermore, it could also prevent you from winning offers. The best way to see what you can afford is to get pre-approved from a lender and know what you qualify for. When you apply, your lender will give you a pre-approval letter that states how much you are approved for based on your credit, assets, and income. You should provide a copy of your pre-approval letter to your real estate agent so they can help identify homes within your budget. A mortgage pre-approval lets you know how much you can afford, what your interest rate will be, and what your monthly mortgage payment will look like. Mortgage options, big bank or mortgage broker. It may be best to explore both options. One may be able to provide better rates and options depending upon your financial situation. If you have a current banking relationship and they know you, it's a great place to start. Fixed versus variable rate. It will depend upon your unique situation. Fixed rate, this loan will have a higher rate but has guarantees. Variable rate, lower rate with less guarantees. If you are a younger individual or first-time homebuyer, the best option will probably be to go with the loan that will give you the best rate, because it is unlikely this will be your forever home. If you are a young family with kids or in general have more liabilities and expenses, it will give you reassurance and peace of mind knowing that you are in a long-term fixed rate. Then you know exactly how much your mortgage payments will be for however long you decide to stay in the home. The 5 C's of credit score. When was the last time you checked your credit score? And how does it affect the kind of mortgage you get with lenders who offer the lowest rates? Under 600 is usually the lowest cutoff, but don't panic if that might be you. If you understand how credit scores work, you can know how to build it back up. These are the 5 main factors that impact your credit score: payment history, credit utilization, age of credit history, credit inquiries, and total number of accounts. To do a check credit without pulling a hard pull on your credit, visit creditkarma.com. Do not be like the guy in the picture and bury your head in the sand. Be informed about your credit. What's your option B? If you have poor credit, let's say the A lender or first lender turns you down. There are a few other options for alternative lenders, which include B lenders and private lenders, which are considered C lenders or high risk. There are other options as well. Get a cosigner. These are typically spouses, partners, or parents whose income is used to help qualify and are on the title of the property. Add a guarantor. This person would back you up when taking out a loan, and they would be responsible for taking over the payments in case you cannot afford it. Using a grantor is a rare situation. When the time comes, we can have a discussion about what we can do together to get you that mortgage approval. Do you have little or no money saved for down payment? Or think you need 20% down payment? While conventional wisdom says that you need to save a 20% down payment to buy your first home. That's not accurate. You can get a conventional loan with as little as 3% down payment and an FHA loan with a minimum down payment of 3.5%. With a VA loan, you can get 100% financing. There are also multiple programs designed to help with down payment assistance. which means you may be able to buy sooner than you think. Down payment assistance programs help provide first-time home buyers with the down payment necessary to purchase a home and begin building wealth through home ownership. Down payment assistance takes multiple forms, including loans, grants, vouchers, and more. In Minnesota, one program that's available is the Startup Program. This is for first-time home buyers or someone who has not had an ownership interest in a principal residence in the last 3 years. So if you've never owned a home or it has been more than 3 years since you have been a homeowner, you are considered a first-time home buyer for this program. The Startup Program guidelines and options may include income limits up to $142,800 based on county, house price purchase limits up to $515,200 in the 11-county metro area, and $472,030 for all other counties. Down payment and closing cost loan options are available up to $18,000. These are other requirements for the program. A minimum credit score. The home must be owner-occupied. You must take a homebuyer education class, or at least one borrower must complete an approved homebuyer education course before closing on the home. If you're not a first-time homebuyer, or you're a first-time homebuyer who exceeds the income or purchase limits, for startup there are other options available. Step number 2, frequently asked questions. Question number 1, what does the approval process involve? Your income, assets, and credit check. Questions number 2, what if I don't get pre-approved? You could end up with a higher interest rate since the risk is higher for the lender. You can get a cosigner. As mentioned previously, cosigners are typically spouses, partners, or parents whose income is used to help qualify and are on the title to the property. It is a good idea to consult with your real estate agent to discuss the best options for your loan pre-approval. Now to the most important part of the home buying process. Step number 3, find the right real estate agent. This is where most home buyers go wrong. They choose the wrong agent. They decide to work with a friend who just got their real estate license or a relative who sells maybe 2 homes per year. The truth is that you can do everything right, but if you mess this part up, you could easily find yourself in a bad deal, and it will cost you for years to come. Here's the best way to find a real estate agent. Look for an agent who is doing something different from all the other agents. Selecting an agent who manages their business differently is more likely to get you a different result. Your real estate agent is your representative in the home purchase transaction. Your agent should be looking out for your best interests, finding homes that fit your criteria and budget, scheduling showings, helping you submit offers, and doing all the negotiating on your behalf. You should look for the following characteristics when looking for an agent. Experience. Check for clients' reviews. Most common places to find reviews online are websites like Zillow, Realtor.com, and Google. Responsive. The amount of time it takes for the agent to get back to you. Does the agent miss emails, texts, or phone calls? If so, that's a red flag. Integrity. Agents should be aligned with your budget, market area, knowledgeable about home values and overall market conditions. You need to be able to trust your agent to act in your best interest and help you make the right choice with such a large investment. Ask yourself, does the agent only care about a quick commission check? Neighborhood knowledge. Do they know the area? Overall economic knowledge. Does the agent have an understanding of the economy since it's directly tied to the housing sector and vice versa? Attentiveness to you. Most successful real estate agents are working with multiple clients at any given time. However, they should make you feel like you're their only client. Value proposition. What is their value proposition, or are they just offering what every other agent is offering? Step number 3, frequently asked questions. Question number 1, is it possible to buy a home without a real estate agent? Yes, however, it isn't recommended, especially for first-time home buyers. The home buying process is complicated and can be an emotional experience. You are buying one of the largest investments of your life. So why wouldn't you want to have an expert by your side to help you navigate the housing market? Construct offers, avoid potential pitfalls, and help you from overpaying for your home. Also, you will be going up against other buyers and sellers who are being represented. Question number 2. What is your agent responsible for? Your agent will schedule and arrange for all property showings, provide guidance when crafting and submitting your offer, and assist in negotiations. Your agent should offer insights on key terms and contingencies to create a strong, persuasive offer. Your agent has a fiduciary duty to you as the client and should always work in your best interests. Question number 3. How do you find the right agent? By researching and referrals. An agent that provides value to you and showcases expertise. An agent that isn't afraid to guarantee risk reversal on your end. Question number 4. Does it cost me anything to be represented? There's a common misconception by many buyers that representation is expensive. Most buyers' agents are compensated by the seller's broker at the time of closing. However, you need to have a clear understanding of your buyer's representation agreement. Your representation agreement will state how much commission your agent will be paid and by whom. The last thing you want is to miss out on your dream home because you are hopping from agent to agent. When you commit to an agent, they will commit to you as well. Step number 4, it's time to begin your house hunt. When you house hunt, you don't want to make the same mistakes many home buyers make. Most home buyers lack the skill sets to correctly determine whether a property is actually good or not. Many factors contribute to a good property, from structural integrity to neighborhood amenities and future resale value. Navigating these complexities requires experience and knowledge. Buying a home is a major life decision, and having expert guidance can make all the difference in finding the perfect fit. A seasoned real estate professional will have the skills and tools to help you understand the hidden qualities of a property and empower you to make informed decisions with confidence. Many agents fail with this step. Either the agent does not want to take the time to educate their client, or they lack experience and know just as much as the home buyer. The average agent in Minnesota sells 2 to 3 homes per year. Those agents are not real estate experts. Starting out, you need to make a list of your top priorities. This way, your agent can identify the best fit properties within your budget and fits your needs. What are the negotiables and what are the non-negotiable features you want in your home? You want to look for a home that will meet your needs, not just today, but also for the next 3 to 5 years. You don't know how long you will stay in your home. Ready to start your house hunting? We are almost there. But before you are ready to take off, there are a few other essentials to take into consideration. Finding your dream home is an exciting adventure. To navigate the journey with ease and confidence, let's explore some key things to consider when house hunting. Location. Do you want to live downtown in the suburbs or in a more rural environment? Do you want to live close to work, schools, recreation facilities and parks, or public transit? Is there a specific neighborhood you prefer? What size home do you need? How many bedrooms and bathrooms do you need? Do you need space for a home office or extra storage? Do you need a garage? If so, 2-car or 3-car? What special features do you need? Do you require laundry on the main level or second floor? Do you need a bedroom on the main level? Is it important that your home be environmentally friendly? Do you need 3 or 4 bedrooms on one level? Do you need a private owner's bathroom? Do you want a finished basement? Would you prefer it be a lookout or walkout basement? What style of home fits your lifestyle? Are you planning to have children? Do you have children? If so, what space do they need? Are you close to retirement? Is it important to live close to family or friends? By keeping these considerations in mind and making informed choices, you'll be well on your way to finding the perfect place to call home. Step number 4, frequently asked questions. Question number 1, what additional things should you consider when shopping for a home? What condition is the home and what needs repair? Is there easy access to public transportation? Do you need a backyard with a fence or swimming pool? What local entertainment and restaurant options are nearby? How are the local schools rated? What are the property value trends? What are the real estate taxes? Question number 2, who decides which property is right for you? Ultimately, you do. Your agent is there to help identify potential issues, assess market trends, and ensure you're not overlooking crucial details so you can confidently say yes to the right home. Question number 3, How many homes should you see before making an offer? You want to see enough so you feel confident with your decision. Some clients look at maybe 5 or 6 homes, some look at more. Everyone is different. Question number 4, can I just find a home online? While looking at listings online can be a great starting point for house hunting, there's no substitute for visiting a property in person. Online photos can tease a home's potential, but they can't capture the flow, smell, or quirks that make a house truly unique. Stepping through the doorway and feeling the sunlight stream through the windows and imagining your life unfolding in the space, that's the magic online listings can't replicate. Step number 5, making an offer on your dream home. Don't let offer blunders steal your dream home. Common mistakes can sink your negotiations and leave you watching someone else move in. $50 a month might seem insignificant, but it could be the key to unlocking your dream home and tens of thousands of dollars in future equity. In a competitive market, understanding how to structure a winning offer makes all the difference. A seasoned real estate professional will have the skill and experience to analyze market trends, negotiate like a pro, and craft offers that not only stand out, but also protect your financial interests. Don't underestimate the power of a well-prepared offer and strategic negotiations. A well-prepared purchase agreement contains several key parts such as dates, subject property, price, and contingencies. What dates are included in the purchase agreement? Closing date, the date the funds are given to the seller and title is transferred into your name. Possession date. This is often the date of closing, but can also be for a later date if agreed upon in writing. It's when the buyer takes actual possession of the property. What contingencies are put into the purchase agreement? The purchase agreement is subject to inspection. It is always recommended to get a professional home inspection. The buyer's home inspection is to be consistent with the terms of the purchase agreement and to satisfy them as to the condition of the home. The offer is subject to financing. Initially, when a buyer applies for a home loan, they get a pre-approval letter stating they are conditionally approved to purchase the home. Once they have an offer accepted to purchase a home, then their lender will complete all the final underwriting requirements to fully approve their home loan. The offer is subject to appraisal. Depending upon what type of loan the buyer approved for, FHA or VA, the property must appraise for the agreed upon purchase price. This is very important if you are using a conventional loan. With a conventional loan, there is no appraisal contingency unless it's specifically written into the purchase agreement. Offer is subject to title search. It is necessary for the sellers to provide clear title to the property against any liens, lawsuits, or other encumbrances. Reviewing the seller property disclosure is a term or condition of the purchase agreement. The seller needs to provide a written property disclosure statement, which they fill out to the best of their knowledge about their property. Offer is subject to the sale of another property. The purchase of the home may be contingent on the buyer selling another property. Most townhomes and condos are governed by homeowners associations. There are additional resale disclosure requirements for these properties because buyers need to be informed about the rules, regulations, bylaws, and financial stability of the association. From market trends to hidden quirks, understanding the ins and outs of offer making is key to success. Let's explore the crucial factors and terms a buyer needs to consider. What price should a buyer offer? Forget guesswork. Accurately determining the offer price hinges on understanding the intricate dance between market supply, demand, and current trends. Is there low supply and high demand? A buyer needs to be prepared to compete with potentially higher offers. Are there abundant listings and sluggish demand? Then a buyer can strategize a strategic, well-positioned offer that stands out from the crowd. A seasoned real estate professional will possess the tools and expertise to dissect the market, interpret trends, and recommend an offer price that maximizes a buyer's chances of success. A buyer's offer isn't just words on paper, it's a commitment. Earnest money is the buyer's financial pledge to show the seller that they are serious about buying their home. Earnest money typically ranges from 1% to 3% of the purchase price and is deposited into an escrow account held by the listing broker or a neutral third party. It is usually paid upon accepted offer or during the due diligence period. The earnest money goes towards the buyer's down payment. It's like the first step on a buyer's home ownership journey, the negotiation process. When a buyer submits an offer, a seller can respond in one of three ways. The seller can accept the offer as presented. If the seller accepts the offer, we move on to the next step. Reject the offer. If the seller rejects the buyer's offer, the ball is back in the buyer's court. The seller can give the buyer a counteroffer. The seller can also come back with a counteroffer of their own. They may change the purchase price or terms of the purchase agreement. A buyer can accept the counteroffer, reject it, or make another counteroffer. What should a buyer expect when there are multiple offers? In competitive situations, sellers may request best and final offers, requiring buyers to put forth their most competitive offer up front. While price is a major factor, it's not the only thing that wins sellers over. It is important to consider other aspects of the offer like financing terms, contingencies, closing timelines, and emotional connection to the offer. In a multiple offer situation, where securing a buyer's dream home can hinge on the smallest details, working with an experienced real estate agent becomes crucial. An experienced agent is a buyer's seasoned chess master. They've played this game countless times, understand seller psychology, and know how to craft winning offers that stand out even in a crowd. The right agent can help a buyer not only secure their dream home, but also potentially save them thousands by negotiating a favorable price and avoiding costly missteps. Step number 5, frequently asked questions. Question 1, a buyer may cancel the purchase agreement after final acceptance by the seller. A buyer may cancel a purchase agreement, but it can be a tricky situation, and it's crucial to understand the potential consequences before making any decisions. Most purchase agreements include contingency periods that give buyers the right to back out without penalty under certain circumstances. However, if a buyer is outside their contingency period, the earnest money could be forfeited to the seller. And the seller may also be entitled to additional damages beyond the earnest money deposit. This could include things like marketing costs to relist the property, lost rent if the seller had already moved out, or even legal fees. Question 2, who drafts the purchase agreement? Typically, the buyer's agent takes the initiative in drafting the initial purchase agreement based on the buyer's needs and preferences. In some cases, both buyers and sellers may involve their own legal counsel to review and potentially revise the agreement before signing. While the buyer's agent may draft the initial document, the buyer has the final say and is responsible for understanding and signing the purchase agreement. Question 3, how long can negotiations last? Negotiation timelines can vary greatly depending on the specific situation, and it's important for buyers to approach the process with realistic expectations and a clear strategy. A buyer should let their real estate agent handle the negotiations. Also, a buyer should not be afraid to walk away if they can't reach an agreement with the seller. Step number 6, a buyer's home inspection. Professional inspections are always recommended. Inspections are intended to identify and evaluate the age and condition of operating systems inside and outside the home. Plumbing, electrical, appliances, roof, windows, doors, insulation, and siding. If the inspection discovers any items or problems that need to be fixed, we will discuss them. A buyer may request the seller fix them prior to closing or ask for financial compensation to allow the buyer to fix items themselves after closing. While inspections are very detailed, they do not necessarily mean that the seller must fix everything, but it can require they fix leaky faucets, broken handrails, and other items as a condition of a buyer's loan approval. Some items are easy fixes and others may require a bid from a licensed professional. Often inspectors will give advice about needing to budget to replace items like the roof, furnace, appliances, and other mechanicals, which will help a buyer plan for the future. Step 7, it's time to prepare for closing. It's the final step of the process. It's a critical time to avoid any closing blunders like missing deadlines, overlooking hidden fees, or not understanding paperwork. Doing so will cause unnecessary stress, delays, and potentially higher costs. A buyer should be prepared to have consultations with their lender and agent to gather necessary documents, understand closing costs, and timeline estimations in advance of closing day. A buyer should familiarize themselves with key documents like the closing statement and ask questions about any unclear terms. During the closing process, a buyer should be able to rely on their agent and lender to help facilitate a seamless and enjoyable closing experience. It's very important to have open communication with all parties involved for prompt resolution of any issues that may arise. When a buyer closes on a home, it is a pivotal moment. Having a real estate agent's expertise and support as their trusted guide to navigate the process successfully, they'll be confident they made the right choice. The peace of mind, excitement, and happiness a buyer gets from moving into their new home is one that happens very few times in their life. Closing on the home. This is when a buyer will have the opportunity to review the final closing settlement disclosure. The disclosure will outline the terms, closing costs, any outstanding charges, and fees included in their loan. The buyer's lender must provide a copy of the closing disclosure at least 3 days prior to closing. During closing, the property title will pass from the seller to the buyer. A closing agent will oversee the process, which typically takes place at a title company or lawyer's office in Minnesota. The closing agent will ensure that all the necessary parties are present at closing. The closing agent acts as a mediator between the buyer and seller and confirms that all required documents are signed. Once documents have been signed, the closing agent will ensure all funds are collected and dispersed properly. Items like closing fees, utilities, and any escrow payments. During closing, the buyer has 2 major responsibilities: signing all legal documents. This includes the closing disclosure, promissory note, mortgage documents, deed of trust, and certificate of occupancy, and provide payment for their closing costs and down payment. This may include fees for a lawyer, notary, title transfer, adjustment costs, appraisal costs, taxes, insurance, and recording fees. The home stretch. Closing date and possession date. Welcome to your new home. Here's a quick checklist to help prepare. Plan for a moving date. Switch over and start an account for all utilities and services to the property. Update and inform people and companies of your new address. Get driver's license and IDs changed. Change mailing address with post office. Have mail sent forward from your previous address. There are a few other monthly costs that you should budget for. Private mortgage insurance. If you put less than 20% down on a property, you must pay a private mortgage insurance premium, which varies depending upon the size of your down payment and type of loan. Consult with your lender about the premium amount. This is paid monthly and included in your mortgage payment. Property taxes. Homeowner association dues or fees. Electricity. Gas. Cable, phone, and internet. Homeowners insurance. Water and sewer. Trash and recycling. We have covered a lot of information over the last 30 minutes. If you are considering buying, this comprehensive training video should have equipped you with the knowledge and tools to start the buying process with confidence. We discussed the major steps in the home buying process, including common mistakes and pitfalls you want to avoid as a new home buyer. We covered how to get the best price for your dream home and why most buyers miss out on exceptional results. We covered financing options and down payment programs to help you secure your new home if you don't have 20% for a down payment. But here's the truth. There is more to the home buying journey. However, we would be here for much longer if we broke down the process in more detail. So where do you go from here? Now what? Here are your options. Spend hours of your time interviewing and trying to find the right agent. An agent that is experienced, trustworthy, knowledgeable about the market trends, responsive, attentive, and treats you as their only client. Try to purchase a home by yourself, competing against other buyers and sellers who are represented by an agent. Hire an agent that lacks experience, an agent who is uninformed about the best financing options, so you will miss out on the best deal. Hire an agent that offers the exact same things all the other agents offer, only to get the same average results as other buyers. Hire an agent who is more concerned about getting a quick commission check and not about empowering you to make informed decisions when buying your new home. Or do something different. Hire iMetro Property Real Estate to represent you and join our MN Homebuyer Success Academy. You will have an agent by your side from now and beyond closing day. Why iMetro Property Real Estate? It is the best way to guarantee success when buying your new home. You will get access to our exclusive MN Homebuyer Success Academy. We will help you find the best home that fits your criteria and budget. You don't have to worry about agents taking advantage of you for a quick commission check. You will feel relieved because we have a handheld educational approach when working with our clients. We developed our Homebuyer Success Academy after having worked with many clients and taking inspiration from outside of the industry. Many of our clients have used this program to start building their net worth and ultimately enjoy their dream home. We have a great network of resources available to you that will help you get the best deal when buying your next home. We will help you get access to all the programs mentioned earlier in this training and walk you through the process, step by step, ensuring you are empowered to make sound buying decisions. Lastly, we practice what we preach. Here are the benefits of the Minnesota Homebuyer Success Academy. Before, when you wanted to purchase a home, you would have to bank on finding the right realtor and bear all the risk. When you hire iMetro Property to help buy your dream home, you eliminate any form of risk. See how easy it is? If for any reason you are not satisfied or want to sell your home in the first 12 months, we'll list it for 0% commission. We only require you to purchase your next home through us. Dream Home Finder, we will send out mailers, cold call, door knock in the area you're looking for if we cannot find what you're looking for on the MLS. No obligation commitment. If for any reason you are not satisfied with our service, we'll cancel our representation agreement. No strings attached. Essential Services Program. Are you a police officer, firefighter, teacher, healthcare worker, or active retired military? If so, we will provide you with a free 1-year home warranty, protecting you against unexpected repairs. 1% listing fee. If you purchase one of our current listings, we'll list your home for 1%. Exclusive properties. Get access to properties not available online. Proprietary data access. Get exclusive access to data of previous home sales in your area. Our exclusive buyer commission rebate program. When you schedule an appointment, mention our buyer commission rebate program. We rebate our clients a percentage of the buyer's agent commission at the time of closing. Thank you again for viewing our comprehensive Minnesota Homebuyer Success Academy training video. Don't leave your dream home to chance. Schedule a consultation today and let our experience guide you towards a winning offer and a smooth, successful closing. When you schedule your appointment, don't forget to ask about our exclusive buyer agent commission rebate program. To schedule a free, no-obligation appointment, you can email Matt at imetroproperty.com, or you can call or text 952-457-9864. You can also go to our website at www.imetroproperty.com. Have an incredible day.